Yeah, for sure. Yeah, first off, thanks for checking in, bro. I feel like with everything that's going on, like that's so needed. Like, there's been a lot of people that I've been able to just talk to and just check in with. So it's definitely good to do that. And then you never know who needs that. So definitely, I appreciate you for checking in and then encouraging anybody that's listening. You know, make sure you check in on your people. It's big time. But as far as like this project and just staying creative with everything that's going on, man, it's actually been kind of crazy. With the project dropping. That's kind of just been my focus, is like just figuring out content around that and pushing that and just figuring out, you know, how can we get it to as many people as possible. So as far as like the creative tip, even though I'm not home a lot more and I have a lot more free time, that's kind of been more secondary, believe it or not. But it's been pretty cool just because I guess before all this happened, like I had a lot of stuff that I was working on, a lot of new sounds, a lot of singles. So I'm able to kind of go back and just touch up my mixing skills and just kind of get better in that. And then I kind of find myself when it's like 12 a.m., 1 o'clock is kind of when I get into my writing zone, when I am writing and creating. So those late night hours have been pretty dope for me. But otherwise, bro, just this time that I have had, like I am working from home. So I mean, I'm blessed to still even be able to have, you know, financial income outside of music, because a lot of people are struggling. A lot of musicians are struggling, and it breaks my heart to see. So it's been real cool just to like, you know, kind of think of different approaches and just make sure that I'm being as effective in my actual work outside of music, and then doing the same thing with music, just kind of reevaluating the approach, fine-tuning things, and making sure, you know, that we're a well-oiled machine. And that's kind of been it in a nutshell, bro. As a creative, like we have the expectation that everybody should be like Kanye and doing like 10 beats a day and just like going crazy like on the creative tip. But even if it's not creative, like make sure that you have your stuff together. If it's like on the business side of it, make sure that you have all your stuff lined up. Whether it's like a placement like that you might not have been expecting, if the business side isn't up to par, you can miss out on that placement. So even if it's not creative, there's so many different things that you can be working on, fine-tuning, and just making sure that you're in a better position. So that's kind of where I'm at, bro. Greenhouse is a big thing, so definitely going to keep pushing that. That's out now on CD and vinyl, so guys can cop that. That'd be super dope. But really outside of that, with every project that I do, it seems like as soon as I finish that project, I'm like working on new music or a new project or whatever the case might be. So I'm definitely recording a lot of new music, have some singles on the way. I've been doing a lot of dope collaborations with some of the homies. So hopefully some of those things will be able to drop, hopefully like late summer. But we'll see what happens. It might be like some small EPs coming as collaboration projects with some folks. Outside of that, a lot of programming in the schools. I do a program called Restorative Justice, which is peaceful conflict resolution, as you can see in the shirt. So right now, just kind of managing that and just trying to figure out how we can be as effective as possible going into the new school year, and really just prepping for the upcoming school year, because kids are going to need those resources, they're going to need that support, and really just focusing on myself, making sure, you know, I'm centered, making sure I'm grounded, making sure that my motives and my intentions match everything that I say it does, and that's the day-to-day thing as well. So I think all of that keeps me pretty busy.